Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Greyman Operations. About 2 weeks ago, I did the handgun level 2 introduction to gunfighting with the guys at gunlicense.co.za. Now, I have done this course before, and if you want to watch the full video on that video will be popping up in your screen now. But in this video, I want to share some valuable lessons I learned, 2 very important things that I learned in doing this course for the second time. But before I get into that, I have some exciting news. Ryan and I will be at Huntex this year. We're going to be there from Friday until the Sunday. We'll obviously be under the Canik stand, and that will be in Hall 2, and we'll be at stand 229B. I hope I'm getting that right. So yeah, we'll be there from the Friday till the Sunday. We'll be filming everything, so please do come and say hi. We'd love to meet you guys, and we hope to see you there. Now, if you are watching this, today we are going to be giving away a Canik Meta SF to one of our lucky patrons. Now, if you've not joined the patron family yet and you want to do so, it's the first link down below in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, it's the first comment. Now, the Meta SF is such a great compact pistol. So someone is going to win that in this video, at the end of this video. However, I have more exciting news. So if you join the Patron family, we give away a lot of amazing gear. But with our next gun giveaway, guys, we are giving away a Canik MC9. But now, not only a Canik MC9, we are giving away a red dot, an extended mag, and we're doing our best to do a weapon-mounted light as well. And then, as you know, when you are a patron, for every month that you have been a patron, you get an entry. So if you've been a patron for 36 months, you've got 36 entries, and so you stand a better chance of winning. Now, I don't know how much better it can get than that. So if you've done any course with the guys at gunlicense.co.za, you'll know that it's always a relaxed and chill environment. And I really like this because you feel comfortable, and it's generally small groups. I like that too. And something that I noticed with this one that was really refreshing is that there was another female in the class, and often I'm the only female on these courses, so that was really cool, and I hope to see in the future many more women joining us. The course, this one was at Somerset West Pistol Club. The morning starts at 9 and it runs till about 4. We started off the morning talking about defensive legal practices, and you know, with owning a firearm and carrying one, it's a really big responsibility. And it is very important to know the legal side of things. It's important to know when you can and can't use your firearm and what to do if you did. So I think that if anyone has any legal questions that they're battling with, that they're unsure of, one of these courses is a great opportunity for you to chat to Mark and for you to ask him any of these questions, especially on the legal side that you're unsure of. We also cover spatial and situational awareness. We do an EDC gear check and discussion. Now, when we did the EDC gear check, I was quite shocked to see how many people aren't carrying optimal gear. And I think that especially for beginner shooters, you're almost to a disadvantage carrying suboptimal gear. After that, the day gets more practical. We look at draw strokes, weapon access. We worked on some combative malfunctions and also worked with snap caps. And then lastly, we do dynamic shooting positions. Now, I think this is like my favorite part of the course. This is something that I really enjoy. And more so because I think that in a real life situation, should something happen and you need to use your firearm, it's not always going to be a situation where it's like at the range, where you're at an indoor range, it's calm, you can take your time, you can set up things, and when you're ready, you aim and shoot. And so this kind of prepares you for the stress, it prepares you for the movement, and having to be muzzle conscious and have trigger control while you're moving around is something you really need to learn, and you will only learn when you actually do it. And then lastly, the day ends with a stress test where we take everything, all the practical aspects of the course that's put into a stress test. And then once you successfully complete that, you get a certificate. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I had done this course last year. So going into this, I really thought it was going to be a breeze. Everything is going to go exceptionally well. It's going to be so easy. Because I go to the range a few times a month. I've been dry fighting, so like how bad can it be? I've done it before, right? And I didn't do so great. Well, at least I thought I didn't. So two things stood out for me, and there's two things that really hit hard and that I learned. Number one, shooting is a perishable skill. Now, my bullets were hitting the target, right? But my grouping wasn't as tight as I would have liked it to be. I also realized I have a bit of a flinching problem. And that's the value of doing a course, is that you can have a problem, identify it. You'll have a trainer who's going to identify it, see what you're doing wrong, tell you how you can change that, what you can do to improve, and then you can go and implement it at home, whether it's with dry fighting, at the range, or when doing a next course. Something you have to remember is that muscle memory fades, and shooting isn't just about pulling the trigger. It's grip, it's stance, it's trigger control, and they all rely on repetition. Without practice, your precision and speed take a hit, and that's the reality of it. Things like your fine motor skills and reflexes break down, and so that's why so often we're encouraging dry firing. Shooting isn't a one and done skill, it's a discipline. And if you want to remain confident with your firearm, you have to train it. And sometimes that may mean running a course twice. Now, the second thing that I learned, or should I say felt, in this course is the importance of physical fitness. Now, this isn't discussed much in the firearm community, and whether you're carrying for self-protection or if this is your profession, being in shape makes a huge difference. When I ran this course a year ago, I was a few kgs lighter and it felt a whole lot easier. The first place I noticed the difference was when I got dressed. I find that when you are in the best physical shape and condition, you can carry and conceal so much better. It's a lot more comfortable. Finding the correct clothing to conceal is a lot easier. You can wear almost anything and you won't have issues with printing. And we all know already that carrying a firearm is not comfortable. But now carrying a firearm with an extra few pounds on is even worse. The physical fitness really hit hard when we were doing the dynamic shooting positions. Now, I did it before and it was a breeze, it was easy, it was cool, but this time it just seemed so much harder. I felt like I got tired quicker. Moving from the one position to the other just felt a lot more uncomfortable. I really find that carrying a firearm comes with responsibility, and it's made me realize more so that I need to make sure that my body is ready and physically capable of carrying me, of handling the situations. And so as much as we train, as much as we are comfortable with our firearms, we need to be comfortable within our bodies and train our bodies too. I hope that this video makes you consider doing more courses, getting into training, doing that dry fighting, and maybe even running the same course twice. But more importantly, and I speak to myself and for myself, that we should really prioritize our physical fitness as well. And that as much as we train our firearms, we should train our bodies too. Before I say goodbye, guys, let's switch the view and give a lucky patron a Canik Meta SF.
Okay, dude, so here we go. We are about to do this draw. It's actually like 10 to 11 on 12th of April. It's actually my birthday today, by the way. So it's nice to be able to give away something really cool on my birthday. You'll see there's way more patron entries than usual. That's because for these big giveaways, if you're a patron, you get an extra entry for every month that you have been a patron. So those of you who have been around for a long time obviously stand a better statistical chance of winning. 3,922 entries. So I'm going to copy that and paste it into my name randomizer. Paste that, just backspace 1 and randomize, and it's randomized 3,922 entries. Now, we need to use a random number generator here because that wheel of names won't be able to handle that quantity. And I've got two open. We're going to use the one for the real draw that starts off at 0. But I just want to show you guys this. So I'm just going to change this to 0 and this to 3,922. Actually, let's make it 23 to give like that extra gap between 0 and the final number. I just want to show you guys that this is a randomly generated thing, right? I have no control over which number it's going to randomly generate. The reason I'm doing this on a different window is because let's say you are number 2119 on the list of random names and it generates that as a test. It's highly unlikely that if I click it again, it's going to go to 2119. So that person will in effect basically be exempt from the competition. I just wanted to use this to show you that this thing is super random. I can't control what number it picks. So let's close that one. Minimum naught, maximum 3,922. Is it 3,922? Yeah, 3,922. Okay, the number I click here is the number it is going to randomly choose as the winner for the Canik Meta SF. And the number is going to be number 3,344. So let's go to 3,344. 3,344. Francois Swart. So well done to you, Francois. You have won yourself a Canik Meta SF3344. 3344. You are the winner. Guys, remember, the next gun giveaway, I think, is end of June. And we're going to be giving away that Canik MC9 with red dot, with extended mag, with weapon mounted light. Well done to you, Francois. Let's switch the view and we can end off.
Congrats to that Patron winner. Guys, don't forget to join the Patron family with our next gun giveaway. A lucky patron is going to win a Canik MC9. But not only just the firearm, we will be giving you a red dot, an extended mag, and a weapon mounted light. And remember, for every month that you are a patron, you get an entry. That is as good as it gets. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it, guys. Have a good week. Be safe, train hard. Cheers. God bless.